Hello, Priya. Welcome. Can you see me and hear me clearly? If someone of you would give me a thumbs up on if you can hear me and see me clearly. Yes, all good. Thank you, Priya. Thank you very much. So let's get started. This is the 6th episode of Super Sundays. So good afternoon and welcome to all who have joined me for this session. A little bit of what Super Sundays is all about. Super Sundays is a session that we do every Sunday at 2 p.m. supporting small businesses, micro businesses, single owners with insights, information, and basic know-how of what and how to run a business. If you have any comments during my session, you can put them in the comment box, or you can connect me on WhatsApp on the number 054-994-7691. Over the past few sessions, we have looked at what are the basic things that we require to start off with a business. We have looked at the basic tools like your business plan, your business model canvas, how to put them together. Today we are going to look at one of the most important aspects of the business or as a part of a marketing tool, and that is the customer journey map. When we talk about customer journey map, well, it's basically a representation, a visualization of how our customers react to the brand, to the product or the service we provide. A lot of times businesses face challenges. Why? Because they have not done enough research on what their customer wants or who they are. But if you are well versed with your customer, you know what they do come to you for, then it becomes very much easy to give them the right product in the right place at the right time, isn't it? Customer journey mapping is one of the aspects that gives you insights into not only your customer, but what their goal is, what they want from you, and how we as businesses can fulfill that want or need or resolve that problem. So let's talk a little bit more in depth about the customer journey. First of all, why are customer journey maps essential for a business? What do they help with? They help with a lot of things. First, to create a customer journey map, you need to know your customer, right? That's very important. So that gives you a little more in-depth information about who your customer is, how he behaves, what is his persona, why does he come to you. The second aspect of the entire exercise is to answer that question, what or how. What does the customer come to you for? To resolve a problem? Maybe to just do window shopping? Or maybe just find out a little bit more about your business and how we as businesses resolve or fulfill that want. So if we can get this kind of insights together, that becomes the basis of a customer journey map. Many times clients come to us, and when we ask them, have you mapped your customer journey? And they think that once the customer lands on their website or in their brick and mortar store, that's when customer journey starts. But no, customer journey actually starts even before that. Even before the customer actually comes to you. Now, when does a customer come to you? The customer comes to you when he has a need, or when he actually is in a problem and wants things to be resolved ASAP. That's the time he's actually hunting you, hunting for your services. And that's when you kind of start looking at how to reach this customer. Remember, it was one aspect of our business model canvas. We said key channels to reach our customers, isn't it? Now, when we are in the process of creating anything, as a matter of fact, first and foremost, we need an objective. Why am I creating this? Why am I creating this customer journey map? And that can be wisely said that, yes, I want to know a little bit more about my customer. I want to know a little bit more about how they buy, what they buy, how can I help them. A customer journey map usually helps you, or is a tool that makes you understand the customer. Second thing, it makes you aware of what touch points you have in the entire journey of the customer. It helps you have somebody who is spamming me, Rimad Advertising UAE. And that's not a really good thing for me or my audience. Would you please stop, or I'll have to get you out of my group. Yeah, that's absolutely bad, Priya. I don't know why people resort to this kind of things. If you want to promote yourself, you can promote it on our group, not in our comments, please. So coming back to the benefits, or why we should have a customer journey map. One is, of course, to understand a customer a little more, to understand what kind of touch points that we have in the business. Third is to align our business processes, make them more effective and efficient for us to serve our clients. So whenever you are off to start a customer journey map, it not only helps you to make things more efficient, it gives you an idea of your business processes as well. So let's try creating one. Welcome, Bianca. Nice of you to have joined the session. There are two things we need to know in the business process, or when a customer is into our funnel. One thing is, we have to nurture him. Maybe he's not ready to buy immediately, but then we can't let him off. So one aspect is the lead nurturing. The second aspect is the buying process in actual. If we have enough information on those two aspects, that becomes more easier for us to draft or create a customer journey map. When we're talking about lead nurturing, what are we talking about? We're talking about, again, the customer and what is the reason he's coming to us. We need to pamper him with that. Second thing is the buying process. The buying process is usually divided into three aspects. One is creating the awareness that, yes, I exist. Yeah, I am here to serve you. Second thing is, of course, the consideration. Does the client consider you as one of the potential prospects that he can buy from. And third, of course, is the decision making. Does he decide to buy from you or not? So this is some part we might take one of the sessions in depth on buying process. Let me give you an example of what actually a buying process looks like. If I have to map a buying process for a jewelry shop, a jewelry showroom, if I have to map a buying process or a customer journey map, how do I look at it? First and foremost, I need people to know that I exist. The jewelry showroom has to advertise itself. Where would it advertise itself? Considering their buyer segment or their buyer persona, they would look at maybe digital, they would look at billboards, they would look at outdoors, they would look at metro advertising. Many touch points for people to look at, to be aware of that particular brand, product or service. What is a touch point? A touch point is exactly a direct or indirect place wherein a business interacts with its customer. So your touch points now can be digital, it can be outside your home, they can be inside your home, they can be print, ATL, BTL. The list is non-exhaustive. It's too big to make a list of. It depends on where your customer is. That's important. That's your first touch point. When your customer knows where you are, they're aware that you exist, becomes your touch points indirectly. Now I have seen maybe I want to buy something and I see a advertisement of a showroom. They're running a promotion. So what do? I land up at their showroom. That is my second touch point. That's where exactly everything starts. Now the moment I enter the showroom, what happens? If you go to big showrooms, huge showrooms like the Mass or Kalyan Jewelers, what do you find there? You don't go directly to the counter, do you? No. There is somebody who comes up to you and inquires. Good evening, ma'am. What are you looking for? Can I help you? Isn't it? That's the next touch point. Just imagine if you didn't have that in the showroom, what would have happened? The customer would have come in, looked around, looked a bit lost, and then go to the first counter and say, okay, I want this. Okay, that's not available at the first counter. So the salesperson directs him to another counter, to another person. Right? A little bit of confusion does happen. But those who consider customer as king, customer as next to God, they make sure that they support the customer in their buying process or buying decision. So what happens is, the moment I enter, there's somebody walking in saying, hello ma'am, what are you looking for? And that's when the customer actually gives the first inquiry, saying, yes, I'm looking for a gift for my friend. Okay, what are you looking for? Okay, I'm looking for maybe a bangle or a pendant or a pair of earrings. Now that person would direct me exactly to the particular counter I'm looking for. That's the next touch point. When I go to a counter specifically for gifts, the salesperson tries to elicit a little bit of more information. What are you looking for? What is your budget? Who is your friend? What is the occasion? You're trying to help me out make a buying decision. I might be just window shopping. I might be just looking at all the options. I might be just not considering to buy. But then the concerned person makes sure that he pushes me in the right direction. He pushes the customer to make that buying decision. And preferably, if the salesperson is really good, then he would convince me to buy at his shop. Well, if I have been directed to a counter which has only maybe pendants, and now I have said, oh, the pendants are not really looking good, and my budget is around 1,000 dirhams, I might go for a small bracelet or something like that. And if it is not in the near vicinity of the person or the counter, what happens? The person would go to a particular counter, get that tray back to where I'm sitting or where I'm standing, and make sure he tries to display what wares he has or what options he has for me. Now, if you notice, when I'm talking about changing my decision from a ring or pendant to a bracelet or a bangle, if it's laid out somewhere nearby to where the rings and pendants are kept, that means it's easy for the salesperson to get those things. Now, a customer journey map actually supports you to structure even your store layout. If you go to these jewelry stores, have you seen how they are laid out? Their pendants, their rings, their bangles. But then all of those things may be from the same budget limitations, maybe in the range of 100 to 2,000 in one place. Maybe the diamonds are placed separately because it's a different category, different buyers altogether of who usually buy gold. All these small things do make a big difference when you're mapping the customer journey map. I have now made my purchase. I have decided, I have made the buying decision. What next? My next task is to do the payments, right? What does the salesperson do? He actually escorts me to the payment cashier counter. He makes sure that I have been taken care of. He makes sure that payments are done the way I want them. Maybe it's by card, maybe it's by cash. And then it goes to someone who actually delivers the goods. He shows me the receipt, he shows me what he has packed for me, he puts everything in a bag and hands it over to me. Now, each one of these are touch points for the customer. And each of these touch point experiences makes or breaks the image, the reputation of the brand. So now, if I have to digress a little bit, your customer journey map actually is a tool for your brand building too. Priya asks me, how about customer journey on e-commerce sites? Okay, let me touch upon that as well. On an e-commerce site, what happens is you are buying online. Your customer is buying online. He's paying online. He is making his delivery options online. Now, each of this is a touch point. Each of this is a touch point. If I have to buy something online, what do we usually do? I go to Google, ask Uncle Google, and Uncle Google has every answer for every question. It throws me quite a few things. Okay, so I decide, let's go on to Amazon to buy this, because I find that Amazon is good service, good cost, trustworthy brand. So let me try Amazon. Now, when I go on Amazon, it throws at me a marketplace. Too many people, too many sellers for me to make a choice. Usually, the insight of a customer is customers don't buy just for the heck of it. They make sure that they have a need They make sure that they have heard something good about a brand, about a product or a service. They do their due diligence. They compare costs. They compare features. And then we make a decision. So this buying process actually holds a very important aspect for marketeers. We as marketeers should know how our customers buy. Customers nowadays are very, very well informed. They're well educated. They don't buy at the whim. They make calculated, very informed decisions. When this information is sought and I go to a marketplace, the first thing I would be looking at is, okay, I have 2-3 products. I would compare them, right? A customer would compare them and then make his choice. Your customer experience with a particular brand, with a particular product or service adds on to your reputation, your brand image. So once this becomes your first aspect, is getting onto the marketplace and finding the right brand the customer requires. And for that, for example, for Amazon and such marketplaces, you have to have a strong marketing strategy in place. You just can't say, I am on Amazon, so I will sell. Doesn't work. It absolutely doesn't work. You have to have a good marketing strategy as to how to be on the first page of Amazon or first page of Google, so that people see you first. They at least consider you as part of their buying process. Yes, sometimes you do have to pay higher for a better experience. That's absolutely true. It's always premium buying that happens when it comes to purchases, and specifically for a better experience, if I have to say that. So this is all about e-commerce. When you make that purchasing decision, you click and put it in your cart. Then it's a payment option that becomes your second touch point. Then you have your delivery, that becomes your next touch point. And then, of course, the actual delivery that happens at home becomes your another touch point. At each of these touch points, the customer experience has to be managed. It has to be absolutely wow for the customer to think of you, to consider you for repeat purchases. At the end of it, a customer journey map. I like to, throw this fantastic marketing jargon at you, but at the end of the day, it's in simple terms. It's all about the customer. It's all about your client and what kind of experience you give him. Whilst creating a customer journey map, it's around 7 to 8 steps that you need to go through. And the first step, as I said, is about the objective. Why are you doing this customer journey map? And if you're doing it, what is that you want to get out of it? It can be, I want to polish my business processes. I want to align my marketing to my business processes. It can be just anything, but be sure that you have a clear objective in mind. Know about your customer. Know everything that he does. Make a perfect, usually in the current scenario, you cannot have a perfect buyer persona, but you surely can have different segments to look at. You can have digital customers. You can have customers physically who are coming to your store. You can have different aspects, different segments of your customer, but make sure each of this customer group has its own customer journey map. Third thing is, of course, listing all the touch points, be it digital, be it direct, be it indirect, be it offline, online. Make sure you have all the possible touch points in your visualization. Remember, customers don't buy off the whim. They don't fancy things just like the snap of a finger. They are smart people. We need to respect them, and they are the reason why our business is in business. So make sure you give them a fantastic experience. You give them a fantastic experience considering how they are going to act next, or what do you want them to do next. If I ask, as I enter a jewelry shop, as I said, if there's somebody coming to me and asking me, inquiring about me, what I require or what I want, yeah, I would love to go to that place again and again, rather than a place where I go and I feel lost. Buying decisions are connected to what a customer feels, their emotions, their motivation, their reason, their why. Take that into consideration. Take that into consideration right from the starting of your customer journey map. Why is this customer coming to me? Is he coming to me for just window shopping? Oh, that means I need to give him just information, but give him a little more information than that's necessary. Make him feel that he is a part of your business, and he's surely going to be a part of your business on a long term. Another aspect of having a customer journey map is to clear out all the pain points and obstacles a customer would face or will face in the buying process. Sometimes we go online and look for information, but that information is so much filled with jargon, with technical words, that we are sometimes at loss. For example, I was in a month back, I was in the process of buying an AC for my home. I was wondering which AC to buy. So I went to Mr. Google and checked with him which is the best AC. And the kind of information he threw at me, I was completely lost. I didn't know what was the stars meant for, what was the wattage meant for, it was all so confusing and such a task for me to make a decision. The best thing I was able to do was go down to Sharaf Deji and say, okay, this is what I want, can you help me? And the experience that I got there was much more better, much more fulfilling than what it was online. So if this kind of obstacles are going to be faced by your customer, be aware of them well in advance. If I'm going to throw them technical stuff, will they understand? Okay, let me make it quite in a layman's term. Okay, now it's another situation. If I'm going to sell that AC to an AC technician, then I don't have to be that detailed and that picky about what kind of language I use, if I use technical words or not. But if I'm selling an AC to a layman, then I better be very, very simple in my language and make it very clear and crisp for him to understand what I actually mean and what I want to actually sell to him. Yes, Bianca, technical jargon is the worst thing that we lay customers and consumers can think of getting around, because that's one thing businesses should understand, is to make it simple for the end user. And it's one of the things that we as a marketing personnel should push for, that make your information, make your communication as simple as possible for your customer. And last and not the least is when you have created the customer journey map, it will give you an insight of what resources you require for your business. It will actually tell you, you need this kind of a, if you have this kind of an activity within your customer journey map, then you need this kind of people, you need this kind of support, you need this kind of equipment. Yeah, it becomes much more easier to align things as per your customer's need. In the current scenario, markets have become more client centric, customer focused than they were ever before. They have become more customized. Now the days of putting one thing and there'll be n number of buyers for it is gone. Now the businesses are in that scenario where I am talking about a very specific customer and how and where I can serve him. So in this kind of current market conditions, it's very important to map your customer journey. Customer journey is mapped for each and every segment that you're serving, because no two segments are the same. They have slight differences, they have major differences, but at the end of the day, the buying process, the way they interact with your business, the way they think of your business, the way they will transact business with you, and at the end of the day, will they actually make that decision of buying from you or from others, all depends on how they connect emotionally, they connect mentally to your business. And to understand this aspect, this customer journey map, this tool is a fantastic resource. Wow, that's for today. We would be meeting again with another insightful session next week. Same time, same platform. But don't forget to tune in today at 6:30 Dubai time to listen to Priya on some insights on content marketing. That's happening today in the evening. So that's bye from me for now. Till then, if you have any comments, any information that you require, please put it in the comment box and I'll make sure to respond to it. Or you can connect to me on 054-994-7691. Till then, have a good week. Bye.